And welcome, everybody, as we have Red River, non-conference volleyball action for the Saints here tonight. And after the team stumbled a little in late September, losing to the University of the Southwest, the Saints have rolled along to 8 straight wins. Saints are 16-6 and in a first-place tie with Southwest at 8-1 in Red River Athletic Conference play. The Saints are also enjoying a 22-game home match winning streak. But that is on the line tonight as they go up against crosstown rival Trinity University. The Tigers are 17-5 on the season and ranked 20th in the nation in the latest NCAA Division III volleyball rankings. The Saints own the all-time series right now with have winning 6 of 11 and hope for a victory here tonight. As we get ready for everything to get into action, hello everybody and welcome to Mabee Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. I'm Mike Thompson. It's been almost 2 years now since the last time the Saints lost a match here at Mabee Gymnasium. And that last loss took place on October the 23rd, 2014 against Southwestern University. One player that was here for that match was Kendall Groff, who has been on a tear this season. Kendall leads the team in kills and kills per set. She is also just 3 blocks away from tying Robin Bush's all-time record for solo blocks. And she is 25 kills shy of Alicia Blanco's all-time kill record of 934 that Ms. Blanco set last season. It's going to take a complete team effort tonight to knock off a very talented Trinity team that has one of the best players in the NCAA Division III and more than likely going to be an All-American, and that is Kirby Smith. Smith has a team-high 281 kills on the season, and she's averaging just over 3.5 kills a set and an attack percentage of .293. Smith was also named the National Player of the Week last week, and so we'll have to see how things go. Well, it's just about match time. We are going to take a break, and we will get ready for things to start up. We'll have the opening prayer, national anthem, along with the announcement of the teams here from Mabee Gymnasium. So you're watching. It's going to be the Saints and the Tigers. And you're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Again, the Saints take a break from Red River Athletic Conference play tonight as they go up against Trinity. As actually, we got a little mixed up on the numbers somewhere on there, but Trinity leads the all-time series. Trinity has won 7 of 9 against the teams. And last year, the Trinity defeated the Saints in 4 sets, 20-25, 25-21, 25-17, and 25-22. And again, Trinity is currently tied atop the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference standings as they lead their conference in aces per set at nearly 1.9, and hitting percentage at .239. And again, Kirby Smith again leads the Tigers with just over 3.5 kills per set. Is probably going to be an All-American this year. And Kendall Groff on the side for the Saints, she's also working for that. She's been on a tear this season. Her, along with senior Leilani Smith, have given the Saints a boost on the power area as being able to attack from both ends for the Saints. Done a good job being set up there by Janelle Solis, Lexi Bustamante. Raven Swain, also another one who's had a strong season for the Saints. And Sienna Tanglewitz, they're digging things up for them. And can't forget the serving of Audrey Contreras as we get ready for things to go here. As we'll take a quick look at the Saints and the starting as Jay Tope there with the opening introductions of the players there for the Saints. As we get ready for Saints volleyball here tonight from Mabee Gymnasium. It's a warm night here, at least for a while, before the cold front comes in and things change a little bit as we lose our camera for a moment there. We now have hopefully things set and ready to go here. As it's the Saints and the Tigers at Trinity University here live from Mabee Gymnasium. As we get going. We get ready to go here. So Madeline McKay, outside hitter, the junior from Lubbock, will start things off here from Trinity. Trinity, you'll see, as you actually won't see as the camera's kind of in a steady spot tonight. Students with classes this evening made things a little difficult, so Very skeleton crew here for the broadcast. But Trinity will start serving. They will serve deep as the team worked with that this week. And there's Kendall Groff able to send that one over. Send back across, and that's going to be put down there by Kirby Smith. Outside hitter, and she gets that one to go. And it's 1-0 Trinity with the early lead. Solis sets forward, Woloski over the top, sent back, and 2 touches there on the violation. Point for the Saints, even things up.
Serving Brittany Martinez.
As Coach Stiffen talking pre-game as Brittany Martinez, senior out of El Paso, sends that over, and that's going to be sent back down by Kendall Groff, and a point for the Saints. 2-1 now. But talking about playing these teams, these power-hitting teams this year, Al, the Saints were almost kind of intimidated against these type of teams in the past. They played a lot this year with some national powers, defending national champion Columbia, going up to Columbia, Missouri, and knocking them off, and with some power hitters. And one of the secrets the Saints have been using, Coach Pulling in practice has been an outside hitter against them. And he's bigger and stronger than who they've faced this year. And they've worked really well with that. Another point for the Saints, 3-1 early on here in set number 1. As Brittany Martinez up to serve. Set forward, sent down. That's going to be off the side of the Saints at a point.
Now serving.
Coming up there. For Trinity as they get back to within 3-2. Solis back over to Groff. Kendall there as it catches the antenna, and point for Trinity. Raven Swain there. Solis back to Rivetta. Rivetta gets it down with some power, and the Saints reclaim the 3 at 4-3. Serve is over, and Smith comes back with it, kept alive nicely there by Martinez. Up forward, Smith, sent back out, point Saints. And there's a ball hit hard there by Smith, and a Saints team in the past who might not have been able to handle that. And again, it was handled very well there by the senior Brittany Martinez. And that's down at a point for Trinity. So 5-4 the score. As Erica Edrington up from Houston sends that up and over. Groff. Edrington keeps it alive. Sent back. Raven Swain might have been able to let that one go, but keeps it alive. Smith will just send it over for the Saints. Ahead over the top, and that's going to be point for Trinity. The Tigers have tied it up at 5. And that's going to be a service ace from Trinity. Edrington gets that one, and she will serve again. She's on a bit of a roll here. The row there. Kendall Groff gets that one down. So the senior from Helotes ties it up. Now Audrey Contreras is in to serve. Audrey tops on the team with 37 aces on the season. Edrington up, and that's down nicely, dug up by Martinez. And that's going to be 2 touches. There is Lexi Bustamante, the violation. The point for Trinity, they're up now 7-6. Lexi sends it back. Leilani back and just deflected off the Trinity player back over the net. Now trying to sneak it over. Martinez can't get to that one, and a point for Trinity. And Trinity now with a 2-point advantage at 8-6 here in set number 1. So Kirby Smith now to serve. Will send it up and over, a high arcing one. That's set up. Smith will send it over. Bennington keeps it alive. Now sends it forward, now back, and diving is Audrey Contreras. Can't quite get there, and a point for Trinity, and a 3-point advantage now for the Tigers. Now set up, over there just punching it over. I'll set up again, up and over the net. Smith sends it down. Leilani Smith getting that one down for the Saints, and the Saints draw to within 2 now. Back over there is McKay's shot. Bustamante just sending it back. Tankowick is going to go into the net and the point. So Trinity with a 3-point or a 2-point advantage at 10-8. And McKay, or not McKay, it's Linker serving. Over. Linker will send it up high. As Smith will send it over. Smith playing back now. Smith just slapping it over. That's up off the defender and a point for Trinity. And it's an 11-8 lead. Maggie Linker, the freshman from Wimberley, Texas. Again, serving back deep. Trinity, a lot of the team will serve back deep and down. Leilani Smith with another one. As Rivera checks in, Janelle Solis checks in. Solis will be serving here. 2-point advantage coming up here. Solis sends it up and over. Up high, and that's going to be sent long, and point for the Saints. As Rebecca Hayes, the junior out of Boone, North Carolina, sends that long past the line. Saints to within 1 now, trailing 11-10. Back it goes, Raven Swain puts it in, and we're tied at 11. Solis over, sets up back, sent down, and there by Schoenberger, the sophomore out of Palo Alto, California, able to get that one down for the Tigers, and Trinity taking the lead back again now, 12-11. Serve coming up here for Amelia Roden, sophomore from Pearland, Texas. Solis sets it up, now route over to Rivera. Cross, and that one's going to be in as Linker gets that one down, and the point for Trinity. That was very close, but linesman right there. 2-point lead for Trinity, leading now 13-11 here in set number 1. Serve is over. Solis back over to Swain. Swain had to stretch out for that one. It's kind of mishit there by Solis, but kept alive nicely. Solis now forward over to Rivera, and at 2 touches on the violation point for Trinity. Now a 3-point advantage again. Solis back. Woloski gets it down. Jessica Woloski, the grad student from here in San Antonio, East Central High School graduate. And draw the Saints back to within 2 is Raven Swain now. Serving for the Saints, up and over. forward, and that's going to go down, put down with some power there by McKay, and a point for Trinity, and the lead is 3 again. So McKay gets the kill, and now she will serve for the Tigers. Up and over, Swain, Solis, over to Groff. Kendall, they're off the defenders at the net. Send across over to Smith. Smith going to get the kill down there for Kirby Smith, and the point for Trinity. And a timeout on the floor. Saints trail it by 4. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back to Mabee Gymnasium. Some of the stats here: Kirby Smith, 3 kills. McKay also with 3 kills for Trinity. For the Saints right now, 2 kills for Jessica Woloski. And on the other side of the Saints, as Leilani Smith, 3 kills for the Saints. McKay still serving, back. Rivetta, set back down, and point for the Saints. As a deflection off the block out of bounds, and the point gets the Saints to within 3. Brittany Martinez up now for the Saints. Sent up around over to Smith. Smith nicely dug up by Raven Swain. Rivetta kept alive. Solis to Groff. Groff's going to go wide and point for Trinity. Tigers 4-point advantage here at 17-13. And the serve coming up there from Mullins. Sarah Mullins gets it over. Rivetta down for Rivetta. The Saints back to within 3 now. Leilani Smith back in. Lexi Bustamante in as Lexi will be serving. Bustamante around over to Cardenas, who puts it down at point for the Saints, and they draw back now within 2 of the Tigers. Back from Bustamante. Kendall Groff getting her 2nd kill now, and that'll pull the Saints back to within 1 now. Timeout on the court. Saints back to within 1 with Trinity. We got a good one, folks, here in the first set. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. So get ready to go. Lexi back. Kendall Groff is going to be on there, and point for the Saints. Third kill now for Kendall Groff as she's helped get the Saints evened up here at 17 apiece. Bustamonte's serve is over. And just sending it back, Raven Swain. And Lexi sneaks it over. Lexi Bustamante and the Saints take the lead back now, 18-17. Up and over there. Forward there as Kirby Smith nicely dug up by Brittany Martinez. And 2 touches on the violation, and that happened a moment ago. And that'll tie things up here. As Arrington coming in, the senior out of Houston. And that's Cardenas sent back. Smith there at the net, and that's going to be a point for Trinity. Bustamante cross over to Smith, and another one, Leilani Smith, kill number 4. And we're tied at 19 here in set number 1. It's Audrey Contreras now to serve. Up and over. Arrington put it back. Kirby Smith just getting it over. Head over to Swain. Raven, they're at the net, down, point for the Saints, and the Saints take the lead back now by 1. Contreras to serve. Up and over. Back and forward, Smith now out there in the middle. Swain there, sit back down. Raven able to keep it going. Bustamante again. Raven gets that one off the fingertips. And it was touched. Oh my goodness. That was a terrible touch at the net. Coach Tiffin talking about it. And that's going to be a point there for Trinity. And we're tied at 20. Another point now for Trinity, and they have a 1-point advantage now. Smith's serve is over. Bustamante sends it back to Smith. And Leilani. We got a Smith too, and she's pretty good as well. We're tied at 21. Santa Tangowick is in, and she will be serving for the Saints. The sophomore from Port Lavaca sends it up and over. Forward. McKay is sent back up in the air. And there, nobody, lack of communication there. Communication, communication, communication. The key to all good, long-lasting relationships there. But a point there for Trinity, up by 1 here late in this first set. Bustamante back to Smith. Leilani, another one. And we're tied at 22. And Leilani will come out with 6 kills here in the first set. Janelle Solis now to serve. Rivetta is checked back in. She'll be at the net with Wodlowski and Swain. Back, kept alive there. Solis ahead over to Swain. Raven there. Deflected there off the defender. Now going back. Solis back over to Rivetta over the top of the defenders and going to be out and a point for Trinity. Tried to get a little fancy, went a little up, and it kind of drifted over on her and just outside, and a point for Trinity. 23-22 their lead. So Roden to serve. Send it up and over. Solis. Woloski good as Roden got under there. And the Saints have tied it at 23 here. Raven Swain the serve. Kendall Groff has checked in. Audrey Contreras will come out. Swain serve. Sent forward. Sent down and a point, and that's going to be set point now for Trinity. As McKay gets that one down. Now McKay will come around to serve. Up and over. Solis, forward Woloski off the defenders, and they can't. That's going to be, that's 3 hits. They did get over in 3 there. And Rivetta off the fingertips of the defender, but nicely kept alive there by McKay. McKay comes forward, dug up by Raven Swain. Solis across over to Groff, off the defenders, going, it's going to fall, we're tied. 24-24. And now the serve coming up here from Brittany Martinez. Tied at 24 here in the first set. You have to win by 2. Martinez's serve is over. Snuck over, and it's going to be set point again for Trinity. As Erica Ederington able to get that one over. Ederington there at the net. Now set it aside over to Groff. Over the top of the defenders. Kept alive by Trinity. Over the top. Solis back again. Groff there, but sent back by the defenders. Rivetta sent back again, and that's going to do it. First set is going to go to Trinity, 26-24. We'll take a break. We'll be back with set number 2. Back with set number 2 in a moment. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody. Our Lady of the Lake University, founded in 1895 by the Congregation of Divine Providence, is a co-educational liberal arts institution with an enrollment of 3,500. The university offers 35 bachelor's degree programs, 16 master's degree programs, and 2 doctoral degree programs. Academic degree programs are offered in the arts and science, business, education, psychology, communication, learning disorders, cybersecurity, pre-med, and social work. Academic programs are offered through the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business and Leadership, the School of Professional Studies, and the Wharton School of Social Service. OLLU also offers a dual language English and Spanish certification option with all undergraduate degree programs. Classes are offered in daytime, evening, weekend, and online formats. Our Lady of the Lake University is accredited by the Commission of Southern Association of Colleges and Schools to award bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. The main campus is located here in San Antonio, Texas, and weekend college programs are offered in San Antonio, the Woodlands in Houston, and the Rio Grande Valley in La Feria. For more information on becoming a student at OLLU and other information on admissions, go to www.ollusa.edu/admissions. Remember, be a Saints. And for all updates on Saints activities, visit the website at www.ollusaintsathletics.com and follow the Saints on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Volleyball. As we're about ready to start the second set here. Saints are celebrating their 10th season in the NAIA. OLLU started with men's soccer and volleyball. And now the Saints have 13 total teams, and we hope that you can come out and join us in the celebration of our milestone all year long. And it's been a good start so far. Volleyball, very successful. Men and women's soccer also in first place of the Red River Athletic Conference. Cross country has been dominant. Golf has been very good as well. And trying to get a clean sweep of conference titles in the fall sports here at OLLU. It's the reigning two-time all-sport champion of the Red River. Have had that wonderful title the last 2 years. Some big milestones, some big things happening so far. Saints women's soccer coming away with the big victory against St. Mary's a couple of weeks ago, winning the Halo or the Halo Classic there for the first time against our rivals from about 2 miles away. As we get ready for this one, Saints trying to also dampen a trip over here by a cross-town rival here with Trinity University. Yeah, appreciate Trinity, their volleyball team, for playing us. They're a very good team. They don't have to. They do come out here. Point for the Saints to start things off. But they give us come out for games. We go over there. They come here. Other sports, some of them not so kind in doing that. Basketball hasn't been able to. But we don't get a lot of matches against some of the crosstown teams. And that one's going to go down for Trinity for a point. We're going to be tied at 1. Women's basketball played UTSA a few years ago, gave them a scare. And I don't think our women's basketball team will get any invitations to play anytime soon from them again. And that's going to be down for a point there for the Saints. 2-1 lead here for the Saints as Brittany Martinez now to serve here for the Saints. Saints try to bounce back, dropping that first set 26-24. Martinez up and over. Edrington gets it over. Solis now has Groff. Kendall Groff sent back down, and that's going to be out point Trinity, and we're tied at 2. As McKay back, or Edrington to serve now. Serve over. Solis back around over to Rivetta. That's blown up there at the net. We'll sit back down there by Kendall Groff. That's sent down by Cardenas. Blows that one up for the Saints, and it's now 3-2. Leilani Smith checks in. Lexi Bustamante in to serve. Send back Swain. Bustamante back to Groff. And that goes under the net and the point for the Saints. The Saints taking a 4-2 lead. Bustamante here to serve. Heading her back as Smith gets it down there. Raven Swain nicely. Saints able to keep that alive, but it's going to be long. And point for Trinity. And the Tigers are back to within 1 here. Kirby Smith to serve now for Trinity. They'll be serving it to the right side, and she does. Kind of caught that from the coach on the sideline there. And that's sent back down and blown up by Leilani Smith. Leilani with a good one there, and another point for the Saints, and 5-3 for Leilani, the senior from Hilo, Hawaii. Swain over the top, and it goes down. Raven, a bit of a lucky roll, and the ball looked like it just was stuck to the net and just was going to ride up and went over and went down, and the point for the Saints with a 3-point advantage now. Over. Edringer sends it across to McKay. McKay shot sent down, but nicely dug up by Kirby Smith. Back around. And Smith, Leilani there. It's going to go out point for the Saints. 4-point advantage for the Saints now. And Audrey Contreras giving the Saints a 5-point advantage here in set number 2 with that one. 38th of the year. Back and just into the net there and not able to get it there. And a point for Trinity. That'll get Trinity to within 4. So the Saints have doubled them up here in the second set at 8-4. Bustamante back. Leilani Smith. And the point, and back to a 5-point advantage for the Saints. And that's going to be in. And the point for Trinity. They'll get back to within 4 here. It's Roden to serve here. Monte Woloski sent back down. Caught it with the elbow there. Swain back over off the fingertips of the defenders at the net. Sent back down and sent back by the Saints there by Raven Swain and Jessica Woloski. Bustamante across over to Raven. Raven again there off the fingertips of the defenders at the net. McKay comes down, and that's going to go out, but off the deflection and a point for Trinity. And they will pull back now to within 3. And Leilani Smith putting on a show here. And she'll put the Saints back up by 4. And that is going to be a timeout, and that's going to be 8 kills for Leilani Smith. And the Saints with a 10-6 lead and a timeout called by Trinity. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody, to Mabee Gymnasium. As Janelle Solis serving for the Saints. McKay will send that up. It's just kind of punched over there. Now up, Woloski right there. Catches right into the face there of Sarah Mullins, and the point there for the Saints. And their lead is 5 here in set number 2. Solis over. McKay sends it back off the defenders, kept alive there by Contreras. Swain sends it too much. And a point for Trinity. Saints a little pumped up there and really took that out there. Solis. A violation. 2 touches. I believe that's the 4th time now for the Saints getting that call against them. A 3-point lead for the Saints. They led by as many as 5 here in the second set. They trail 1-0. And that one's down, but nicely dug up by Contreras. And Woloski there as McKay off the side of the hand there of McKay, and a point for the Saints, and their lead is at 4. Raven Swain now to serve for the junior out of Pflugerville, Texas. Across that goes. Raven keeping it alive. Solis and Woloski gets it over. And it's going to go into the net, and the point for the Saints. 5-point lead now at 13-8. And that one looked dead in the water. And the Saints able to keep it alive. Swain up and over. Sent down, and that's going to be in, and a point for Trinity. Saints with a 22-match winning streak here at home on the line. Last time the Saints lost here at home, October the 23rd, 2014. Kendall there, and good point for the Saints, Kendall Groff. 5-point lead now at 14-9. Cardenas checking in, and Brittany Martinez to serve. Saints lost that night back in 2014 to Southwestern University out of Georgetown, Texas. Also NCAA Division III school. And Smith there, sent down by Cardenas. Solis sneaking over the top and point, Janelle Solis. Six-point lead now. Brittany Martinez. Got the net, snuck over. Rivetta. Groff sending it back over. Smith kept alive. Solis. Rivetta. A cross over to Groff. Kendall Groff gets it down. It's going to be mishit by Kirby Smith. And the point for the Saints. And their lead now is at 7. And a timeout called by Trinity. Saints in control here in set number 2. Trying to even things up. Trailing 1-0 to Trinity. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back to Mabee Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here with you as the Saints here in set number 2, trailing 1-0 with a lead right now by 7 over Trinity University. Saints receiving votes in the NAIA latest coaches poll. Trinity ranked 20th in the NCAA rankings. We're actually 17th now. The NCAA rankings, that's going to go down, and a point for Trinity as they now trail by 6. Etherington now to serve. And Schoenberger checking in also for Trinity. Kendall Groff there, back. Swain sets it forward. Solis back around over to Rivetta. Rivetta gets it down, the freshman with the kill. Saints lead is at 7 at 17-10. Leilani Smith checking back in with Lexi Bustamante. It's a serve there from Bustamante. Schoenberger gets it over. Groff will just send it back for the Saints. Now set up. Schoenberger gets it down. That's going to be away and a point for Trinity. Trinity has Schoenberger come out there on that outside. And now Kirby Smith to serve. Ahead. And that's going to go Leilani Smith with another one. And it's a 7-point lead now at 18-11. As that's 9 kills now for Leilani Smith. Kendall Groff behind her by 1, who has 8 kills tonight. Around is McKay diving there. Brittany Martinez cannot keep it alive, and the point for Trinity. And they pulled within 6. It's Linker to serve for the Tigers. Bustamante back. Smith. And that one right off of Edrington. And a point for the Saints and Leilani Smith. 10 kills. McKay just sends it over. Bustamante back to Smith. Leilani back again. Swain gets it in. Raven Swain. 8-point lead for the Saints here in set number 2. Up and over. At the net, McKay puts it down, trying to keep it alive and not able to. The Saints, and the point goes there to Trinity. As the Saints now a 7-point advantage. Trinity to serve. As Roden to serve now for Trinity. Bustamante back. Smith there. Kept alive by Kirby Smith. Around to McKay. McKay sends it back. Up in the air. Bustamante. Woloski over the top. Moved around, sent long, alive by Audrey Contreras. Swain, they're off the defenders and kept alive by McKay. Nice rally going here. Smith now at the net and a point for Trinity. Trinity now trails by 6 here to the Saints as Roden to serve again. Bustamante. Raven just gets it over nicely. Just kind of fading with it. Didn't think it was going to make it, and Smith sends it back down, but again, sent back over by McKay. Bustamante, forward. Leilani there at the net, and that's going to be blown up there by Trinity. And they are back to within 5 now, after trailing by 8. Roden with the serve. Bustamante sneaks it over. Nicely trying to keep it alive and not going to be able to do it. Point for the Saints. They end the run there from Trinity. Saints lead is at 6. Leilani Smith will come out with 10 kills, and now coming in, Janelle Solis. And Rivetta in to serve as well, or in to play at the net here for the Saints. Solis to serve. Senior from here in San Antonio. And that's going to be a service error just past the line. And a point for Trinity. Trailing it by 5. Martinez mishitting it. Swain there. Solis just able to get it over. Smith nicely kept alive by Martinez. Swain there back at the net, gonna go into the net, and it stays over. Woloski, too much, and it goes long, and a point for Trinity. Trinity now trailing it by 4, and a timeout on the floor. 21-17, Saints by 4 here in the second set, trailing 1-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody. Remember, Friday night, senior night, here at Mabee Gymnasium. The Saints, and also a battle for first place in the Red River Athletic Conference against the University of the Southwest. Saints are going to be recognizing seniors Brittany Martinez, Audrey Contreras, Kendall Groff, Jessica Woloski, Leilani Smith, Lexi Bustamante, and Janelle Solis. Solis, cross, Rivetta, and 2 touches. And that's, I believe, like the 5th time tonight, as that's been kind of an issue over the last couple of weeks. And now Trinity has clawed their way back, and they're within 3 now. Solis to Swain, kept alive there. Arrington now, Smith sends it back. Dug up by Martinez. Around over, and they're going to call it again. 6 back-to-back here by Solis. And Trinity within 2. Sends it up. Woloski sent back down at a point. Trinity now to within 1. And a timeout called by the Saints. And again, senior night is coming up on Sunday. Hope you join us for that celebration. The team will also be in action on Saturday, their last home match of the season, as they will play host the Lions of Langston University out of Langston, Oklahoma. That match will start at 1 o'clock. There's going to be a barbecue plate sale just outside the gym. The plates are selling for $7. Profits will benefit the OLLU staff organization. Next Tuesday, the Saints play their, actually, no, that's not their last home match, as I need to keep reading here and actually pay attention when I'm doing my research sometimes here. Next Tuesday, the Saints will be playing their last home match against Houston-Tillotson University. Going to be a 6 o'clock start time. And then the Red River Athletic Conference tournament, volleyball tournament, will once again be hosted here at OLLU. And the tournament starts on November 11th, and the championship will be played on November the 12th. Soccer teams travel out east as they'll take on LSU Alexandria on Thursday, and then over into Marshall, Texas, take on Wiley on Saturday. Cross-country teams will be in Kansas this week for the Mid-States Classic. Republic Service presents the 3rd annual OLLU Athletic Fun Golf Tournament and dinner next Wednesday. And the baseball teams host their annual Halloween inter-squad game on October the 28th at 4 p.m. at Missions Baseball Academy. We're tied at 21. Okay, serve again. Solis, Woloski sends it back. And that's over, and that's going to be long and a point for the Saints. A well-needed point there for the Saints. The Saints have been outscored now 12-2 over the last 13 points here of the match. Or 11, I'm sorry. 9-2 over the last 11 points. A point there for the Saints at 23 now. Trying to get that momentum back going again on their side. Back Smith, and that's going to be point for Trinity. So back to within 1. It's Mullins to serve. Mullins' serve is over. Solis up. Woloski back there at the net. Sent back down by Kendall Groff. And a set point for the Saints. And I don't know if that's 2 or 3. Kendall Groff is 3 solo blocks away from tying the all-time record. Set point. And I don't know if that's 2 or if that's the 3. I know she had one earlier, and it was kind of off on the angle here. My stats don't have the block stats, and that's going to go down. But she's at the least 1 away now from Robin Bush's record for all-time solo blocks by a Saint. But Trinity gets the point there, draw to within 1. Saints still with set point here, try to even it up. Solis up. Groff sent back down. Raven Swain again, Kendall again. It's Mullins kept it alive. Smith back the other way, Raven digging it up. Solis across, Raven over. Mullins trying to keep it alive. Smith will just send it over, and she will. Solis sets up Kendall. Groff over the top. Dug up there, it's gonna go, and it's kept alive. Another good rally going here. Rivetta to Groff. There at the net, and it's gonna fall and point Saints. Saints take the second set. 25-23. And we'll get some of these stat informations for you here in a moment as we take a break. We'll be back for your third set in a moment. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Trinity to start things off here in set number 3. Edrington to serve it for the Tigers. One set apiece here. Solis back to Rivetta. Edrington. Woloski over. Mullins around. And by Schuenberg. Rivetta. Be wide and a point for Trinity, and they take a 1-0 lead here, set number 3. Solis to Groff. And that's going to go down there from Kirby Smith and a point Trinity 2-0 here in set number 3. They're a point for the Saints. They now trail by 1, 3-1 here in set number 3. That's going to be 2 touches and a point. The Saints draw back to within 1 here. So Martinez the serve. And that'll be a service error and a point for Trinity and a 2-point advantage here in set number 3. Kendall over the top. Sent back, Raven Swain now. Solis, forward. Cardenas with it. And the Saints draw to within 1 here. Bustamante up and over. McKay sit back down. And the point for the Saints, and we're tied at 4. Bustamante here to serve. Up it goes. Sent back, and that's going to be over, and a point there for Trinity as the Saints not able to handle that one, as that was nicely put back the other side by Linker. Trinity with a the 5-4 lead here. Now Linker serving. Bustamante back over to Groff. Kendall Groff gets it down for the Saints. We're tied at 5. And that's the 9th kill now for Kendall Groff. As Audrey Contreras sends the serve over. And that's going to be put down by Hayes, and a point for Trinity, and their lead is back up to 1 at 6-5. Roden to serve now. Bustamante back over to Smith. Leilani Smith gets it down. Point for the Saints and tied up at 6. Leilani Smith picking that one up, her 11th kill now of the match. Smith just sending it over. Smith the Smith there. Now back Leilani. Leilani there down in point 12. Now for Leilani Smith, and the Saints take the lead by 1 here in the third set. Tigawik with the serve, up and over. Set forward, and that's going to be sent down by Hayes just inside the line. Point Trinity. We're tied at 7. As Brittany Martinez will come back in. Switching out with Tigawik. Bustamante, back Leilani, 2 touches and a violation again. Just, if they're thinking, I don't know if they're thinking about it too much, but both setters really having difficulty with that over the last couple of weeks. Something they really didn't before. It's 8-7 Trinity. Smith there, and Contreras can't get to it in another point. Trinity by 2 now at 9-7. McKay, up and over. Bustamante sends back over to Smith. Smith sent back over the net. Bustamante, Swain, off the defenders, points for the Saints. The Saints trail by 1 now. So Solis coming in. Solis will be serving here. Lisa Rivetta checking in also. Serve up and over. Set back, and Smith kind of off balance a little bit with that, and the Saints able to get into that one. That was going to be up at the net, and there Rivetta, but kept alive. Smith is going to send it over. Rivetta. Solis over to Woloski at the top, back at the net. And said Jessica went into the net and a point for Trinity, and Trinity's lead at 2 again here at 10-8. And that's going to be a service error and a point for the Saints. Back to within 1. Kendall Groff coming in. Smith over. Solis ahead over to Groff. Groff now back around. Smith had to come back for it and kept alive. Solis now back over to Rivetta. Back down and in, point Trinity. 2-point lead for the Tigers. Coach Tiffin said in pregame the team really gets up for local teams, when they're going to play at Trinity, at St. Mary's, a UIW or something. And they need to get up for this one because they're kind of flat out there at the moment. Trailing by 2 here in the third set. Tied 1 set apiece. Solis head over to Groff. Kendall gets it in. 10 kills now for Kendall Groff. As her and Leilani Smith both in double digits in the kill column for the Saints. Leilani with 11, Kendall with 10 now. Brittany Martinez to serve. Snuck over, and point for Trinity. Etherington able to get that one. Kirby Smith about to serve, but going to be a timeout called instead. Saints trail by 2. We're all even up, 1 set apiece. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Mabee Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. As the OLLU Saints right now trailing the Trinity Tigers by 2 here in set number 3. All tied up 1 set apiece. Solis, Cardenas gets it over. Schoenberger sent back there by Kendall Groff. And it's 12-11. Saints trail by 1. Schoenberger back over to Smith. Sent down by Cardenas. And we're tied at 12. One of the Trinity assistants upset about something there. Brad Bullish. Leilani able to get that one over. Set back, and that's going to be down at a point as Linker gets that one for Trinity, and Trinity takes the lead back by 1 here in set number 3. So Linker now to serve after getting the point there. Back, Kendall Groff. Kendall gets it down. The Saints have tied it. Lucky 13 apiece here. It's Kendall. 11 kills now for Kendall Groff. Leilani Smith both at 11. Schoenberger gets it over. And a whistle beforehand. They said they were underneath, and a point there for Trinity. 1 point lead is Roden now in the serve. Leilani Smith there, and that's going to be 12 now for Leilani Smith. We're tied at 14. And a point there for Trinity. So I'll take the lead back again. Kirby Smith sent down by Leilani Smith. Like McKay into the net, point for the Saints. Nisa Rivera check it in. Janelle Solis coming in. Lexi Bustamante and Leilani Smith coming out now. Edrington sends it, and that's going to be long, and a point for the Saints. And it's hit long there by Rebecca Hayes. The Saints take a 1 point lead here. Back down into the net, and sent back by Raven Swain, and that's going to be a point for the Saints. 2 point advantage now at 17-15. Raven Swain right now, 15 kills, or 14 digs, 6 kills for Raven Swain. So it's Woloski sent down there as Hayes able to block that one, and a point for Trinity. Trinity pulls back to within 1 here in set number 3. And that's going to be a service ace. And we're tied at 17. Back and forth, these two are going. And that's going to be a service error and a point for the Saints. Saints take the lead back by 1. Kendall Groff checks back in. Audrey Contreras out. Raven Swain to serve for the Saints. Smith sent back. And no communication there as Mullins and Bastine there. Kind of confused over who was going to get it. And the point goes to the Saints. They lead by 2 here. Smith sends that. Kept alive Martinez. Solis across the Groff. Groff there's Mullins. Edrington kind of missed timing it there as Linker there. And a point for the Saints. A 3-point advantage here. Late here in this third set. Saints trying to take a 2-1 lead. Saints trail the all-time series 7-2. And a timeout going to be called by Trinity. Saints trying to turn that around, trying to keep the home winning streak going. We'll see how they do. We'll take a break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Saints with a 3-point advantage here in the third set. We're all tied up, 1 set apiece. As Raven Swain serving here for the Saints. Here goes Trinity University. NCAA Division III. Kirby Smith sends that over. Kendall Groff. Nicely dug up there. Smith would just try and send it over. Dug up by Martinez. Back around Rivera. Off the top, and that's going to be another point for the Saints. And then lead is at 4 now at 21-17. And down and a point for the Saints. Jessica Woloski. Trinity, 18th ranked team in the country there. On their heels here in the third set. Trailing 22-17, they'll call a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back to Mabee Gymnasium. Saints with a 5-point advantage here against Trinity University here in set number 3. We're all knotted up 1 set apiece. Serve is up and over. Over the top. Martinez. Kendall Groff will send it over. And we're going to sing it back over to Smith, and 2 touches there. On that, and the Saints now with a 6-point advantage. Raven Swain serve. And that's going to be hard hit there by Linker, and that goes off of Raven Swain, and the point for Trinity, and Trinity back to within 5. Edrington there with the serve as Schuenberg is checked back in. Solis across over to Groff. Kendall Groff there at the net, and that's going to go down point. 12 kills now for Kendall Groff. And set point now for the Saints. At 24-18, 6-point lead here. Saints trying to take a 2-1 lead here. Solis will set up, guarding us, and that's going to be a point for Trinity. Still set point for the Saints with a 5-point advantage here. Kirby Smith the serve. Solis back, Rivera. That's going to be long. And a point called there for Trinity, and they trail by 4 now. As Kirby Smith continues to serve. Solis head over to Groff, sent back down. Solis again, Kendall Groff over the top. Mullen. Schoenberger back. Solis. Rivera across over the Groff. Groff, that one down, kept up in the air again. Mullen sends it back around over to McKay. Swain keeps it going. Solis around to Groff over the top again. McKay catches into the rafter, and that's going to go over. Back it goes Rivera. Off the defenders, point Saints. The set belongs to the Saints. 25-20. They take a 2-set to nothing lead, or 2-set to 1 lead. We'll be back for the 4th set. See if the Saints can close it out. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Mabee Gymnasium, the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University here on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here with you. So we get ready for the fourth set to start up. Saints leading 2-1 over NCAA Division III Trinity University, who's ranked 18th in the country in NCAA Division III volleyball. Saints also a 22-match winning streak here at home on the line here tonight. Trying to get it to 23. Last time the Saints lost at home, October 23rd, 2014. So nearly 2 full calendar years since the last time Saints lost here at home. And another home match coming up on Friday, senior night for the Saints. They take on the University of Southwest, a battle of first place in the Red River Athletic Conference. Then on Saturday afternoon, they'll take on Langston University, and then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Houston Tillotson here at home, the final home match of the year before finishing out the conference. Martinez gets it there. Solis back around over to Rivetta. And over to McKay, over the top. Rivetta over to Groff. Groff there off the fingertips, now coming back around. And up it goes Kirby Smith, sends it back, and Raven might have been able to let that one go. Rivetta. Back he goes there at the, it's going to catch on to the antenna, point for the Saints. 1-0 to start set number 3. Smith, long point Saints. Kirby Smith just 6 kills tonight for the National Player of the Week in NCAA Division III. Right now being held to just 6 kills. The Saints another point there, 3-0 here, set number 4. Ravens serve, it's going to be a service ace as she hit it as McKay and Smith were talking to one another, and Smith was pointing to the floor, and the ball landed exactly where she was pointing for the service ace, and 4-0 Saints. A whistle, point Saints on the violation. That's 2 touches there, and it's 5-0 to start set number 4, and a quick timeout here for Trinity. 5-0 in set number 4. Saints up 2-1, trying to close it out. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody. Mabee Gymnasium. Raven Swain with the serve. Saints with a 5-0 lead to start things off. And that one kind of almost had an ace there. Smith there, Swain there's Martinez. And that's going to be sent down. And first points there for Trinity here in this fourth set as they trail now 5-1. McKay now to serve for the Tigers. Solis sets it forward over to Groff. Groff gets it down there off of Schuenberger, and point for the Saints. Kendall Groff, 13 kills now for the senior from Helotes. And Brittany Martinez now to serve. And that's down and a point there. As Linker with a lot of oomph on that one. And they'll draw Trinity to within 4. So the serve coming. Solis. Cardenas. Schoenberger over. Groff will just send it back. Schoenberger sends it. Cardenas and Rivera gets it down. The freshman puts it down, and the Saints with a 5-point lead here in set number 4. Leilani Smith checks in. Lexi Bustamante come in. Rivera and Solis will check out. As we wait for substitutions to come along, and it will be Bustamante serving, and now a yellow card is being assigned to the coach for Trinity, as Coach Julie Jenkins called for that. Will receive a yellow card here. 7-2, Saints lead by 5. Bustamante over. Back. That's Hayes. Gets it, but dug up nicely by Raven Swain. Leilani over the top. It's going to go down. Leilani Smith. 13 kills for Leilani Smith. 8-2 is the lead. Let me double check that on the Leilani's stats to make sure. Actually, 13 kills. She's with 13, and I missed a couple with Kendall Groff because she has 15 now in the stats here. And 17 digs for Raven Swain tonight. And it's 8-3 now. Trinity serving is Roden to serve. Swain sends it. Lord, Smith, Swain trying to get that 18 dig, will go wide, and a point for Trinity. And they'll pull back to within 4 now as Roden serves. I believe that's seven kills now for Smith. Well below her average right now. Bustamante back to Groff. Kendall Groff! 16 kills for Kendall Groff. That's Audrey Contreras now. Back it goes. Martinez ahead. Leilani. Smith sent back down. Leilani Smith. And the Saints with a 6-point lead here in set number 4. Audrey Contreras. Underneath, and an ace for Audrey Contreras. 39 on the season now, her second tonight, and a 7-point lead for the Saints here in set number 4. Back it goes, sit down. Swain will send it over. Kept alive there by Roden. Smith dug up by Martinez. There's Bustamante. Leilani gets it down. 14 kills, Leilani Smith. 4 behind her career high of 18. Sent around now, up and over. Cardenas and 2 touches. Again, the setters get it again for the Saints. And a point for Trinity, who trails now by 7. And those little mistakes there, a little loss of concentration there, can really kill momentum. And Leilani gets it back. 15 kills for the senior from Hilo, Hawaii. And then Jessica Woloski is checked in. Sienna Tankowicz is checking in, and Sienna will be serving. The sophomore from Port Lavaca. Hayes sneaks it over. Bustamante there. Tankowicz back over to Swain. Raven just sends it over, trying to keep it alive. Kind of mishit for a moment. Back goes Smith. Their collision there. Take a look back over to Swain. Raven sent back down at a point for Trinity. That point was just all kinds of messed up on every level there on both sides. People running into each other, out of position. And the Saints just came out on the shorter end of that. And there's going to be a service ace, catches the top of the net and gets itself over. And they're back to within 6 now. Trinity's done this a few times tonight where they've gotten down big and come fighting back. It's Monte over to Smith. Just trying to get it over now. Up again, Raven Swain comes down as I think she mistimed the jump there and kind of came off on it raw, get a point for Trinity, and another one here. 3 in a row now for Trinity. Bustamante over to Leilani Smith. 16.
11:37.
Let me double check there, but I believe that's 16. I'll check the stats here in a moment. And now Linger sent back, and it's going to go wide, and a point for Trinity. Point for the Saints. Saints by 7. So Raven Swain serving. Kendall Groff back in the match. That's going to be sent down. And that's up there by McKay. So McKay picking up her 9th kill of the match. Woloski back around. And Woloski again puts it down there, but kept alive by Trinity. At the net, Smith nicely comes in and able to keep that alive for Trinity. Raven Swain will send it back deep. Mullins, Schuenberger, dug up nice by Solis. Around to Swain, over the top and point. Raven Swain gets that one to go. Her 7th kill to go with 19 digs. And the Saints have a 16-10 lead here. As Brittany Martinez to serve. Schuenberg sent back down, point Saints. Kendall Groff. And a timeout by Trinity. Saints with a 7-point lead here in the 4th set, trying to close it out. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back to Mabee Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University. Saints have held Trinity to a 154 attack percentage tonight. The Saints at 250 as a team. We're a Trinity team that leads their conference in attack percentage. Now sent forward. There's Smith able to get it down. 8 kills now for Smith. Kirby Smith came in tonight with 281 for the season and averaging just over 3.5 a set. Right now she's at 8. So about 2 a set here in this match. So Saints Doing a good job on her there, but that's going to go down at a point for Trinity, and Trinity back to within 5 now. As Linker to serve again. So Lee's back. Cardenas sent back down, and Kendall Groff, just goes right back at it and able to send it over. A lot of hope on that one, and got it to go. And that's 2 touches and a point for the Saints on the violation. And a 6-point lead here for the Saints now. Lexi Bustamante to serve. Saints with a 6-point advantage. Smith over. Bustamante back. Kendall Groff over the top there. Schuenberger over the top. Brittany Martinez. Snuck over by Bustamante, and they're off the elbow of Mullen, and a point for the Saints, and they lead it by 7 now. Set up. Smith over. Again, Smith very quiet tonight, just 8 kills. There goes Smith. Leilani, but kept alive. Now Kirby Smith down, dug up by Raven Swain. 20 digs for Raven Swain. Up and over. Set back again, Smith again, dug up. Oh, that's going to go off into the crowd. Won't get a dig on that one, but that's 9 kills now for Kirby Smith. And that'll be a 6-point advantage now for the Saints as Roden has come in to serve. I believe they're going to be serving to the right. And actually, you know what? Right down the center. There's Bustamante back. It's Kendall Groff just outside the line there, and a point for Trinity. As Trinity pulls back to within 5 now. Saints have been able to weather the runs here the last few sets. Can they do it again here? As Trinity, a couple of points here, getting them back to within 5. Saints had led by 7. Here in the 4th set, Saints leading 2-1. Trying to extend that match home win streak to 23. There goes Kendall Groff. There, point for the Saints, as they're saying Kirby Smith went underneath the net. And the Saints lead is at 6 now. Audrey Contreras coming in. Leads the team in service aces. She's had 2 tonight. Now forward, Smith back, kept alive, Brittany Martinez. Smith there around. Martinez trying to keep it alive. Swain will send it over, Raven Swain. And it's a 7-point lead again for the Saints here. Trying to keep it going. Kirby Smith had to step back, and she'll just send it over the net. Bustamante around, over to Cardenas. And it's an 8-point lead, largest lead of the match now for the Saints. As Castro's shot is sent back and point for the Saints. 23-14, a 9-point advantage now by the Saints. Saints also trying to get that win streak now to 9 with a victory here, if they can hold on. That's into the net, and that's going to be match point for the Saints, 24-14. And that'll be a point for Trinity as they stay alive here, trailing it by 9.
Now serving number 23, Kirby Smith.
Samonte back. Elani Smith, and that'll do it. Saints win it. Saints get the victory, 25-15 here in set number 3. Saints dropped the first set, 26-24. Took the second, 25-23, 25-20 in the third, and this one, 25-15. Saints get the win, 23 in a row here at the friendly confines of Mabee Gymnasium, and 9 in a row overall. Members, check us out on Friday. Friday is senior night. Come out if you can. If you can't, watch us here. And Saints get the win. Get another win, and they battle for first place on Friday against Southwest and try and get a little revenge. All right, so for everybody out here, Mike Thompson saying so long, everybody. We'll catch you next time.